Everybody, it's Victor. It's time for a Tainted Random Run Day here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes, which now puts us at 272, and you guys don't even know what the new like streak goal is. I don't know why I said it that way, but hope you all had a great weekend and good start to your brand new week here in the Mosh Pit. Here's your meme of the day. This one brought to you a little while ago. This one got kind of buried on the Reddit title thread. This one was sent in by Dryad8486. Title thread was meme of the day from episode 1019, the Isaac Fly effect, inspired by the "Can we get macas for dinner? We have food at home" meme. Mother, can we please get Guppy today? No, Eden. We have Guppy in the chest. Guppy in the chest. I thought that was clever. I mean, technically, like she ain't wrong. I mean, that is basically Guppy. So thank you very much to Dryad and everyone who upvoted that one. Tainted Random Run Day. It's been a little bit. Let's see if the wheel is kind to us. And Maggie. Tainted Maggie. I think we've gotten her like quite a few times in a row now. Seed today is going to be Lima 901, Zulu, Quebec, Charlie, November. So Tainted Maggie has the Kung Fu kicks or the hugs or whatever you want to call them. She will bleed down to basically 1 HP. Or sorry, 2 HP. All right, Ghost Baby, that's fine. You can come on down. So it doesn't matter how much HP you have. She will always start bleeding down to a grand total, no more, no less, of 2 HP. Now, you can sort of offset this by using Yum Heart. You just saw me right there. Anytime you use her special Yum Heart item, or just a Yum Heart in general, Maggie will recover 2 HP instead of 1. So it's a very easy way for you to not only maintain your HP, but also protect your Devil Deal. You might be asking yourself, wait, hang on now, hang on, buddy. How does Devil Deals work on that there Tainted Maggie? Well, Cletus, how it works is that as long as you have those sort of, you see those dimmed out 2 red hearts up at the top left-hand corner? As long as you have one of those, as long as you have those dimmed red hearts out there, and you've not actually taken any damage on your solid red hearts, you have not, quote, taken red heart damage. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no, it's not. So it's a delicate balance trying to get Devil Deals on Tainted Maggie, because on the one hand, yes, it is very easy to just walk up and start punching things, but on the other hand, it's very easy to also overlook how much damage you're actually taking on this character. It doesn't. I sort of wish. Actually, I don't sort of wish. I really do wish that they would have done something to the UI for Tainted Maggie to show like just any differential in color, whether it be green hearts or yellow hearts, something that shows you like, hey, by the way, you're not on red hearts. You're good to go, and then like, you know, have it just be regular red hearts whenever you've lost your temporary red hearts. So we'll get a big old nothing burger of an item here off of Little Horn, and here we go. All right, so we have ourselves a soul heart. Now, you also might be asking yourself, hang on now a second, buddy. How come how do these dang no soul heart works here from Tainted Maggie? Oh, Cletus Hauer. Essentially, they still work the same way. They work just like any other soul hearts. They protect you from taking red heart damage. However, in this case, you will still bleed down to the 2 hearts. It doesn't matter what kind of hearts you have, eternal hearts, soul hearts, etc., etc. They will still cause you to. Over time, you'll just naturally lose them on Tainted Maggie. So you don't want to go into your permanent red hearts or your 2 red heart containers at any point. But you can't stop them from actually going down. I don't remember exactly what Tainted Maggie's birthright does, but I know that it's not too bad, but also remember it's not too good. Now, the problem with Tainted Maggie that a lot of people have, including myself, is that after a while, she just becomes, you just play her like a regular old Isaac character. Movement speed's fantastic for Tainted Maggie. And, yeah, I don't think Ibelial. Ibelial is just very good overall. But yeah, so that's really a big problem with a lot of the tainted characters that you'll run into, is that you frequently find yourself just playing a regular Isaac run after a certain point. Like Tainted Samson is another good example of where, like, yeah, it's cool to have berserking, you know, by itself, but after a while it just becomes a little tedious. and it really gets in the way of your DPS. And the same thing goes for Tainted Maggie. Unless you just have ridiculous amounts of HP and a large amount of HP recovery, you're not really going to be using her Kung Fu ability all that much. And you just sort of naturally progress and transition into a regular Isaac run where it's just like, you know, you're basically just ignoring her power after a certain while. But I mean, the same could be said for, like, you know, oh, you stop using the D6 after a while. I mean, I guess if you want to get like super, if you want to, oh, I don't know, like that's not really a good example. What I'm trying to say is that just remember that you're not ever forced to use your tainted character's powers if it doesn't make sense. Now, of course, there are some times on certain characters where you are forced to use it, like Jacob, for example. But that's kind of an outlier. Same thing goes with like the lost characters, that sort of thing. The whole gimmick. That's really what it comes down to for tainted characters. Those are just gimmick characters for the most part. You know, I think outside of Tainted Keeper, I do like playing as Tainted Maggie. I think that she has a very unique kit. But unlike Tainted Keeper, you can really ignore her mechanic later on. We go on to last week's question of the episode from the Dunce of the Swarm episode, which some people got the reference, some people didn't. It wasn't. Ooh, I'll take a Tears upgrade. It was obviously supposed to be a reference to Heart of the Swarm, which is the reason why we put Kerrigan from StarCraft 2. I mean, technically StarCraft 1, but that form, the Queen of Blades form, was from StarCraft 2 in the thumbnail. And Alex had never played StarCraft, so he wasn't exactly sure what to do, but I gave him a picture of Kerrigan. I was like, do this. So we have Flashback 007, who had the most upvoted question of the episode from last week. Thank you very much, Flashback. And Flashback said, question of the day, do you think it's a good idea to give an option for a victory lap at more points in the game than just the dark chest? And I thought that was really interesting because I never really would have considered, like, you know, why would you ever want to do a victory lap earlier than the dark chest? But it got me thinking. I was kind of like, you know, that would be pretty neat if you could just straight up go into a victory lap, like say right after the mom fight, or, you know, after after any boss fight would be annoying, but it would be interesting. You could turn on like victory lap mode or whatever, instead of having to go all the way to the dark chest and stuff and fight Lamb, and then, you know, and then there's the choice of doing it. I think that there goes our double deal. I think that having something like that would be pretty cool. But in my opinion, like, I feel like there should be definitely a reward attached to it. Like, for example, like doing, and I know, like, I have a tendency to want to, like, you know, get rewarded for playing a game. Well, guess what? That's usually how video games work. I would love to see it to where, like, the earlier you take a victory lap, like, you get like an extra item on the next victory lap and stuff. You can keep you can still, like, keep the same victory lap restrictions, which I still don't know why those exist. But this is definitely a T-posing human doing yoga or something. I don't know. Now it kind of looks like a traffic conductor. Yeah, I would like to see, like, you know, the earlier you commit to the victory lap, like, you get an extra item or bonus stats or something like that, just to give, like, incentive instead of just doing the victory lap. You know, the same thing holds true. Okay, now it's a robot. Now it's a robot traffic conductor. Just to, like, you know, just give me a reason to is all I'm asking from Isaac. You know, outside of just the pure, like, well, we're just going to do it just to do it sort of thing. It's like, okay, well, some people may enjoy that. I personally would rather have, like, some kind of incentive to do so. Just because, it sounds like a great idea. You know, I would love to be able to be like, hey, like, let's go for, like, victory lap after the first floor today or something like that. Let's just see how crazy it can get if you get, like, stacking extra items, and, you know, they can be from any, like, let's just say that they have the chaos effect. You know, that you can get any item for any item pool, and the sooner that you do a victory lap, the more of them you're going to get, like, the more items you're going to get. I think that would be very cool. So yeah, I would definitely be in favor of something like that. You know, maybe not after every boss, because that would get kind of annoying having to pick every now and then, or maybe just having a toggleable option out there that says, like, you know, do you want to turn on victory laps after every boss or something like that? Then that would be fine. You know, you can generally just say, no, I don't feel like doing this. Oh yeah, we have no more. We were already on our red hearts. Well, it doesn't matter. We weren't gonna get the Devil Deal anyway. And this is the sort of downside of taking Devil Deals as Tainted Maggie, because you lose HP. Like you wanna. This is a red heart HP character for the most part. Okay, Pestilence, I'm gonna need you to chill, brother. You are going way too ham here. It is a Sunday afternoon. You need to just chill out. Getting orbitals for Tainted Maggie is quite good, though. I didn't even talk about the fact we have money equals power. Money equals power is very strong for Tainted Maggie. Again, any damage upgrades you get for her scale incredibly well. Insanely well. Keeper's got to be here. It's the only spot that makes sense. Yep. Thank you, secret room. All right. Conium, you can thank you for joining us on your uninvited trip. I do want to open these just because we need money for money equals power. But at 2 HP, going back to what I was talking about with Tainted Maggie, you need to have that red heart HP. Soul hearts are not going to work, which is why I normally don't recommend going for Devil Deals on Tainted Maggie unless you just get an item that's like too good to refuse, like say Eye of Belial, for example. But as you can tell from her stats are really not geared for playing her like a traditional Isaac character. It's made to, you want her to be tanky, you want her to be fast so she can go around and pick up the hearts from the hypercoagulation, and you want her to be strong. Very, very strong. So doing Devil Deals and removing your HP removing Red Heart HP from Tainted Maggie is counterintuitive for the most part, unless if you are trading it off for like a really strong amount of damage or something like that. We have a golden bomb here, so there's no reason for us not to at least check the Super Secret Room. We also want to go blow up the Keeper in the Secret Room. There's no way it's going to be located off of where we fought Envy, so I'm not worried about that. We're definitely not incentivized to spend any money right now. Actually surprised it wasn't in there. So it has to be to the left of here. It's the only other spot that makes sense. Unless it's somehow off of the item room, which would be very strange. There we go. So we're up to 17 cents. Go check the store real quick. We get the Bible. The Bible can be used for a very quick mom kill. 2 with diamonds. I'm just going to go ahead and rip that right now. We'll take the Bible just for flying, and also just to have the instant, not temporary, instant mom kill. We're trying to figure out what animal we're looking at this point. Now it doesn't look like anything. Now it looks like one of the, you know what it looks like? It looks like one of those droids from the Mos Eisley Cantina. What it looks like. I've watched Star Wars. Okay, so we need to protect our HP as much as we can here, which means that we cannot use Tainted Maggie's power. And that's kind of like what I was getting at earlier, is that with the way that Tainted Maggie works, you're almost forced to play around not using her powers. And that's just counterintuitive design. I feel like for Tainted Maggie to really shine, you just have to have a ton of HP. You just have to. You know what? I'm not doing this. We have the ability to fly. Let's just do this room on easy mode. Okay, so we have a regular judgment here, which is interesting. Along with the demon judgment, I don't think I've ever seen this room ever in the history of me playing this game. I really don't. Strange room. I am going to sacrifice some damage here, but in hopes of getting a red heart, because we really, really need to get some more Devil Deal items if we're going to be transitioning into a just regular build here. So, Judgment, don't do us dirty now. What you're doing right now is doing us dirty. Can't have that. It's Sunday. So now with our damage being at Maggie levels at 2.98, we are now probably not going to be able to secure a Devil Deal here. And even if we did, we'd still need to get a Red Heart HP upgrade anyway. So here's the hoping that we can actually... I'm not gonna let you throw mushrooms at me, dude. Here's the hoping that we get an HP upgrade as we find the wrong way to go, as always. You know how we do. There's definitely a chance that we can get an HP upgrade inside of the boss trap room. Can't believe that these bomb flies are just like... More money's fine. It gets us back to where we used to be for damage-wise. But right now, there's just no way to... There's just no way for us to accumulate HP enough to protect our Devil Deal. And we're now in the position where we have to defend our HP with very, very, very bad stats. Damage stats anyway. I mean, it's not like the worst of the worst. It's certainly no 0.5 damage like we had in TM Trainer Thursday, but it's still pretty awful. And even getting a Soul Heart is only going to be temporary. One thing I do wish that Tainted Maggie did have... We can save bombs. There's no reason to save them flying here. One thing I do wish that Tainted Maggie had the ability to do was to drop half soul hearts if you are killing things on full hearts. On full red hearts, I mean. That way you can accumulate some kind of Devil Deal insurance without having to be so reliant on getting a ton of red heart HP or just playing perfectly. You know, so if Maggie is down to her... If she is down to her 2 red hearts for HP, I would love it to where she maybe has a small chance for hypercoagulation to drop soul hearts, for example. I think that would be amazing. That would definitely allow you to stay... Sorry, I've got to kind of concentrate here for a second. That would definitely allow you to stay aggressive while using her powers without having to worry about a Devil Deal. And all that, and we didn't get a Devil Deal anyway, so... Yeah. Yep. That's Isaac, baby. Play out of your gourd to get 0 reward. That is the Binding of Isaac. Repentance in a nutshell right there. Coupon would be interesting here for us, but I'm not going to pass up the free mom kill at this point. I mean, Coupon would allow us to take Devil Deals, but after what we've seen on this floor, I have 0 faith that we're going to get any more Devil Deal upgrades that are going to be really worth it. Now, one thing we can do is we can go down to 1 heart and then use Yum Heart in here to get some extra taps on the professional booth, although that's assuming that we were able to, get taps. And really all I'm looking for here is maybe an Angel Deal item or just a Soul Heart or 2. Or nothing. That's fine too, I guess. Okay. And there we go. All right. Use Yum Heart right now. Take the 2 very, very temporary Soul Hearts from Squeezy and head on down. And Curse the Blind on our guaranteed Devil Deal. All right. Boy, howdy. Game is just firing on all cylinders today. So, at the very least, if we end up going the right way, we maybe have a chance of getting to boss rush. We definitely were on we were on a good pace earlier, but now we've kind of like really trailed off here. And it's unfortunate, but again, we can't use Maggie's greatest strength right now, which is her kung fu ability. But that's just born out of necessity because again, we're trying to get devil deals, but now with Curse of Blind, it doesn't really matter. Like one thing we definitely could do, and we probably should do, is actually lose our devil deal so we get 100% on the next floor, because we actually don't want to get a devil deal here for on a blind floor. So a Forget Me Now would allow us to redo this floor, but we're sacrificing boss rush. Probably worth it at this point. I'm just gonna go fight the boss, and then we will just reset the floor and just do it all over again. But I feel like doing this. But as you can see here, even with Eye of Belial, our damage is if we're just playing this straight up and ignoring the fact that we're Tainted Maggie, our damage is lacking a little bit. I was not expecting to get the secret room there, but it's gotta be Dry Baby. I mean, I wouldn't mind Dry Baby, to be honest. At this point, we need anything that's going to allow us to get some extra deeps. What the kids call it these days, right? Deeps. Well, I can't pretend that I don't know that that's a Joker card, but I'm gonna wait to get a full charge on the Bible and then use the Bible charge to go over there and grab it. Which is what I would have done anyway, because I wouldn't have used a key to get it when we just have flying, so. And, oh, wow, hey, look, a Joker card. Ooh. Let's drop it over here, not do the very predictable Invicta thing. Okay, well. Hoping that's going to be a regular judgment, but we are. The regular Invicta thing, which was to accidentally drop that judgment card to an inaccessible spot because I forget that we don't actually have flying. That's the biggest and smallest-ish floor lickers I think I've ever seen. All right, now, Dry Baby, listen up. Brought you on this team, son, because we need you to start doing some damage. Need any kind of damage right now. I mean, I'm at the point now where we'll take Apollion's best friend. So we do not want a devil deal here. We do not want one because it's Curse the Blind. All right, baby, I saw 2 of those shots hit you, brother. I know that you pay off of a percentage base here, but come on now. Dry Baby, by the way, is a familiar that is, if it has a chance of doing the Necronomicon effect, if you end up, if it ends up getting shot by a projectile. And lucky us, we got a devil deal. Wow. Wow. Look at that. So we're going to go over to the 5 room and just do it all over again. Although I should check to see if there's a greed fight. Maybe we'll get some more money. Didn't. Right. And I guess we just do it all over again. I am going to play this Judgment, though, just for more red hearts. Hopefully we can get more red hearts. Why we're slowly bouncing our way towards the spikes here, game. I'm only pressing right here. Resack. All right, so let's just redo this floor because we did get an HP upgrade, but let's try that again, game. All right, now we can see. So there's no reason for us to actually spend our Joker card right now. We want to make sure that we try to get a devil deal here. Oh, okay. Neat trick. So Maggie's creep didn't show that we were... It was sitting on top of the black creep, and I had no idea. And then the Gish mob decided to use a tentacle attack on us. Should use Yum Heart here so we're not risking our devil deal, but... We're just trying to fill this one red heart container, the extra one that we have. To give us a little bit of protection for our devil deal. This room here teaches you how to push your shots, by the way. You got to have all those shots front load the damage so you can go straight past these turrets here. Otherwise, you're going to get lit up if you don't have flying, which I guess technically we do, but we don't have natural flying. Okay, so we're maintaining the protective red heart right now. Stopwatch definitely helping us out a lot. We get Bomber Boy, which is going to give us 5 bombs and basically more powerful bombs here, so we can use those against bosses if we need to. Fully expecting a greed fight on this shop here, which would be fine because it means we just get more money equals more damage. Yeah. The one thing we can't do is not only take damage, but we also can't lose money. See, that's counterintuitive here, Isaac. And do I hate this arena here? Yeah, let's get rid of some of those rocks, shall we? Or let's just get rid of him too. Okay. We got all the pieces. The pieces are in place here. We just gotta make it to the boss and get our devil deal. And if we don't, then we have the Joker card as our backup. Okay. I will play this judgment here, even though it's before the boss. We still, the more red hearts, the better. Here we go. Gonna heal us back up to full. We don't have a full heart on Yum Heart yet, and we probably won't. I'll probably just YOLO it here. We do have Bomber Boy, so this should help us out. Really hoping for a non-horseman, non-Gish fight here. Black War is pretty annoying with the mega troll bombs that he spawns. That didn't hit him, game. Are you kidding me? It was right on top of him. You're telling me he got the perfect right angle or something there? And we did not get a devil deal. So I'm going to use the Joker card. Joker. And yeah. Ooh boy. I mean, we have had some impressively bad devil deals lately. I mean, really bad. There's no correlation. There's no coincidence that there's a slight correlation between the lack of good devil deals and the large amount of runtime for the last 3 episodes that we've done now. I mean, you need damage, and right now we don't have it. But at least we're able to use we're able to at least start using Maggie's kicks again because we recovered our HP, which is going to help not only keep us safe but also kind of speed up these room clear times. Not that I'm in a hurry, of course, but you know. At this point, I'm not even worried about holding the devil deal. If we get a devil deal, great. If we don't, then whatever. Tower card. The tower. Go in the curse room. The Pandora's box, which definitely would be worth it for the next floor, but I'm going to use it now just so we just have a higher base damage. Because let me tell you something, brother. We're going to need the Bible to kill Mom. If we want to have any chance at getting a clean devil deal, if we do get one. Again, at this point, I'm really indifferent if we get a devil deal or not. Now we're just trying to like accumulate red hearts. But it would be nice if we got one. Certainly having the stopwatch slowing everything down is going to help us out as well. This shield is a great source of getting some hearts here from hypercoagulation. And we've gone the wrong way. All right. All right. This looks like someone who's about to. He's like rearing back, about to like crack a whip. Like we're at the tip of the whip right now, you know, and like this is the length of the whip, and like this is like his arm, kind of bent, like he's like about to like snap it, you know. Tell me I'm wrong. Taking like a marching pose there. Tell me I'm wrong. Now it's like a double whip. I don't know if that counts as an animal, though. So we're very quickly back up here to almost full HP. I wouldn't mind a full card to allow. It would allow us to get out of a challenge room. Again, movement speed is one of the most important things you can get on Tainted Maggie, just so you can go run up and grab those hearts, maintain your HP, and maintain your ability to use your power. Your tainted passive. Yeah, now that is a quintessential Maggie clear right there. Just running in and just going buck wild on a group of mobs. It's so much fun. I like Tainted Maggie. Like I don't know if it seems like it's coming off as like being negative on Tainted Maggie. I like playing Tainted Maggie. Just like any and all the tainted characters, she has her flaws, of course. But overall, she's a very enjoyable character to play, just because the playstyle is so unique. That's what I appreciate about her. We did luckily get another devil deal here. I don't know why I said luckily, so weird. I mean, we need damage, but we need something. We need raw damage, not like a temporary damage buff there. I'll explain in a moment. I know. It drives people absolutely insane when I don't take Succubus sometimes, while also like saying we need damage. The reason why it doesn't work, in my opinion, on Tainted Maggie that well is because this is a perfect example. If you look at this room right now, okay? Yes, Succubus deals damage in her aura. Yes, that is true. Yes, she also will give Isaac, it doesn't matter what character you are, it's always Isaac. She will give Isaac a buff that buffs her damage to a pretty good degree. And that is also true. But you take the big rooms here like this. If you're not standing in that aura, she's doing nothing for you, essentially. She's not buffing your damage. She's not doing anything. She's only causing Isaac's base damage to tick around that aura against mobs that may not even be inside of it. Okay, and our base damage is so low right now that it's not really going to make much of a difference in terms of clear speed or anything like that. And on top of all that, in order for us to maintain the damage buff from Succubus, we have to stay in her aura, which is Tainted Maggie. You're already on temporary HP. If we were to take Succubus there, we go down to 2 red hearts and just find ourselves right back in the same spot that we were a couple floors ago. Having red hearts almost trumps everything else that you would ever need on Tainted Maggie, other than damage and like movement speed, I would say. Red hearts are everything on this character. And if you're going to take devil deals, which is something I don't recommend doing on Tainted Maggie, but if you do decide to commit to devil deals on her, you need to make sure that you're picking and choosing the best available devil deals that you can get. And while Succubus is a great item, she is good. She does not fit the spot that we're looking for right now. I would much rather have like the Pact or something. If we're talking about 2 hard devil deals, I would much rather have the Pact or even Incubus or something like that that's going to help us increase overall our damage, instead of being this moving platform that we have to stay in order to gain a significant but annoyingly temporary damage buff. You know, like right now, like our only damage buff that we have is money equals power. And that's not a good thing. What in the world? What shot a... Am I going insane? Did something shoot a tech laser at us? Oh, it was the eye. I could have swore that eye laser was dead. But apparently we got hit by it. I need to go back and watch that frame by frame, because I'm pretty sure that eye laser shot after it died. We do get an Eternal Heart, which is very important for us to hold on to. And with the aforementioned whole reason about needing red hearts. I'm not trying to go too ham here with Maggie's Kung Fu right now, just because we don't want to use this Black Soul Heart for anything other than the boss. But there's also no reason to nuke our HP as well, when we can just simply kill, like, say, Daddy Longlegs by just shooting him. And that's sort of the pitfall that you end up finding yourself getting into on Tainted Maggie, is that it's just like, out of necessity, especially in the late game, unless she had like a natural wafer effect or something like that. Not even gonna take it. Unless she had like a natural wafer effect or something to that degree, I don't think that it is worth going ham with your HP. I honestly don't even think Death's Touch is worth it here, because we already have piercing shots. If we take this, we'll go down to 2 HP, which will then bring us back up to 3 HP with the Eternal Heart. Or we can go to 5 HP and stay there. Yeah, I really don't think it's worth it. You can keep Pageant Boy. That being said, we do need damage. Yes, it is true. The thing about Death's Touch here again is that remember, it's also a tiers down. And we are in the majority, I mean, we're in the thick of it late game now. So our really only big play here is to use Maggie's hugs over and over again, which means we need that red heart HP, which means that we need to be able to give ourselves a buffer zone for everything else. Book of Shadows is GG. Book of Shadows means that we can go Reckless Abandon and then just go absolutely ballistic on targets and not have to worry about losing our HP. We just spam Maggie's kick over and over and over again. It would be pretty nice if Tainted Maggie ended up out of the box, she included the wafer effect. That would be nice. That would give you a little bit more incentive. I don't care about W's. That would give you more incentive to use her power late game and not have to worry about dying so much. Just for doing what the character's best at. Ease up our roll a little bit here, unless we get a little bit of HP from the Diglets. Didn't, but on 3 HP right now, so we're okay. Of course, Wrath does that. It would be nice if another kind of like great incentive to use Tainted Maggie as she's intended to be used if you used it on mini bosses and bosses and you actually land a killing blow, I think this would be very cool. If you landed a killing blow on a mini boss or a regular boss with Tainted Maggie's kick, it would give you an Eternal Heart. I think that would be awesome. That would solve a lot of the issues with Tainted Maggie in terms of maintaining her red hearts and not losing the ability to take Devil Deals, for example, because you want to maintain those red hearts. So there's lots of little improvements that I think that can be made without making the character too overpowered. That just would also make them, in my opinion, more dynamic and fun too. We care about the secondhand effect, really. And we are absolutely going to be taking the Book of Shadows for the home stretch here. We'll go check out this vault because maybe we'll get some more money out of here. We did. We got some a luck upgrade as well and a tears upgrade, maybe. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So in terms of Isaac's stats, you look at our stats, and this is a very this would be one of those very, like, we're very carefully and slowly progressing through a mediocre run from those stats. But as Tainted Maggie with the Book of Shadows, now we got something exciting. Boy, your boy's kind of excited about this. So we can go in here, not only deal damage with the Tainted Maggie's kick, but also use our orbital. Yeah. Now this is Tainted Maggie right here. And it sucks to have to be reliant on a item as good as Book of Shadows, which of course it is a fantastic item. One of my favorites. But if you get lucky enough to get the Book of Shadows on Tainted Maggie, you're sorted. You have nothing else to worry about at this point. What's over here that's causing all this ruckus? It doesn't even matter. I don't even care. Yep, we might be able to get into the curse room. We are. Yeah, so hard doesn't matter, but we're going to lose it walking out anyway. It's actually kind of impressive that we were able to go through an entire run without getting a damage up. Other than money equals power. See, it would be cool right here if you got, like, if you landed a killing blow with Maggie's kick on, like, a random gluttony mob room where you get, like, guaranteed Eternal Hearts from him, but you have to use the kick. I think that'd be sick. I wasn't trying to rhyme there. I'm just saying I think it'd be real sick. It'd be dope. It'd be neat. It'd be cool. I don't really want to go into the big room without having the Book of Shadows, but it looks like we're going to be forced to doing so. Go back and grab this heart here. We could use Yum Heart as well if we get in a bind. And as long as we can maintain the red hearts, that's all I care about. We definitely want a full charge. We want a full charge against Isaac on the Yum Heart and on the Book of Shadows. Yeah, this is the problem that you're seeing here. The incoming damage is outscaling our outgoing damage. So we can't really recover at the same rate that we're losing due to the late game HP penalties that you get taking damage. Now, something else that we have to pay attention to here, we need to make sure that we have Yum Heart and Book of Shadows off of... We need to make sure that they're not on cooldown so we can go fight Blue Baby. Because we have that Emperor card, which is our ace in the hole here. We have double Yum Heart or double Yuck Heart, which is not going to help us out. I'm going to wait until Isaac spawns the screaming fetuses. Which is my favorite 90s punk band, by the way. Now we go in the Book of Shadows. Probably could have waited a little bit longer for that. Then we just end Isaac like we usually do. We are on Rotten Hearts though, and I don't want to be on Rotten Hearts. I need to find a fire or something to get rid of them. So if we take damage now, we die. Isaac, you have no HP. Okay, so let's get rid of these Rotten Hearts just because they are a very big liability here. There we go. Okay. Important that we get as many hearts as we can right before Blue Baby here. Okay. Let's see what we have in the chest and let's wrap it all up. Nice, neat little Maggie-shaped bow. It's a very interesting non-struggle bus run, but kind of a struggle bus run. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm just going to use Yum Heart now. Let's just rip it. Go. I think we lead off with the Book of Shadows here. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to try to get him to the ad phase. He'll be paying it out for us. Appreciate that. More ad phase is fun. Gimpy going ham, and look at that. Absolutely destroyed Blue Baby there, thanks to Gimpy at the very end, but also thanks to Careful Planning in the Book of Shadows. So thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you have a great start to your brand new week here in the Mosh Pit. Hey, look at that. We had our fun with Tainted Maggie. Again, she's a fun character. I think you should definitely give her a shot. Just be aware of the damage issues, though, as well as the HP issues. That's the biggest thing to remember. And also remember about those devil deals. I know it seems psychotic that we pass up Succubus, and I know it seems psychotic that we pass up Death's Touch when we're talking about needing damage, but at the end of the day, not taking those items gave us the ability to get the dub there because we had enough Red Heart HP to go through all the room clears without dying. So thank you for watching, everybody. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode. I got tripped up there. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Dad of Two, Nicholas Fernald, and Alex Meyer. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta. Hey, look, it's the beginning of the week.